Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to All the Mods 10 Hardcore. No bees, no seeds, no AE2. I'm going to come up with a better name for it than that. Something a bit snappier, I think. We're going to do one of those at some point. But for now, let's just call it All the Mods 10, I think. Yeah, there we go. So, between episodes, all that I managed to do was I got myself an iron furnace. And if we click, where's the thing? Oh, it's this one, isn't it? The augment. I got myself a augment for factory upgrade. Now, all this does is it means that the factory, as in the iron furnace, can accept power. So it's accepting the power out of the energy cube now. And this is really cool, by the way, because you've got an input and an output right there, which is lovely. I love that. Meaning that I could literally just chuck anything in here, like, let's get 4 bits of cobblestone, and it'll pull it from there. It even splits it, like it does with, you know, all of these machines when you upgrade them. Anyway, there you go. So that has smattered all of those up. We've got a bunch of food in our backpack. I will say, I did go to a village as well. So I flew all the way over to this village over here. Now, if we have a look in here. This is the village. This right here is the village. Oh, I also upgraded my jetpack, but I told you guys that I was going to do that, right? So I've now got an iron jetpack, which is kind of fun. Yeah. So, oh, apparently I've been told those dudes right there won't attack me unless I open like a chest in front of them. This is a really good village, by the way. It's got like loads of like plants and stuff, which is actually really useful for us. Now, one of the big, amazing, useful things in this, I think it's going to be this right here. Those are, I think those are raccoons that I can hear. Anyway, the rice, I think, is going to be super, super good for us because when I was looking up, you can see up here that I bookmarked a bunch of things I want to do this episode, right? So I want to make the feeding upgrade. I want to make the flux controller. And I want to make a flux plug. That way we can charge ourselves, as in we can charge our jetpack wirelessly. And in different dimensions and stuff. It's really good for that. And we can also charge our boots as well. There you go. There's the raccoon. And he's got a little baby raccoon. Oh, that is so cute. Hello. That's amazing. Anyway, when I was showing you these right here. You see this? The controller actually requires processor binding. It also requires diamonds and stuff, which is fine, and the silicon. But the processor binding needs some string, which we can grow some string. I might actually get on that soon. But we also require this right here. Now, I was either going to make the slime ball, so when we get to it, this one right here, which comes from the rice dough, and the rice dough comes from, oh, is it the Actual Additions rice? I wonder if you could do it like this. Oh, that's super annoying. Okay, never mind then. Okay, well, we could use this for other things then, I guess. We can make food out of it, I suppose. Rice cakes. If you're on a diet, these are really good rice cakes. Anyway, what we're going to do right now is we're going to go back to base. So we're going to pop back to base. And the plan is, today, we're going to get the controller. We're going to get the grid. Actually, we're going to upgrade that to the crafting grid. We're going to get some external storages. We're going to get a disk drive. We're going to get 1 disk. Now, I should probably mention something. Let me go into this mode and we'll have a bit of a chat. So, I mentioned last episode that, well, actually, I've told you guys now my restrictions. And that restriction is I'm not using mystical agriculture. I'm not using bees, which hurts, obviously, because I love bees. And I'm not using AE2. Now, a lot of people are concerned that I'm not using AE2. Because refined storage, which is my plan for this series, is known for being a little bit laggy, let's say. It can lag your world out. But the pure reason that it does that is the fact that when you have a mob farm and you get like a stone sword, for example, and they go straight into your, you know, they have different durabilities and stuff. They go straight into your infinite storage disk. It it doesn't like that. That's the whole reason there's channels and stuff as well, and types in AE2, because that's really difficult to program for. And you can corrupt your game, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we don't want to corrupt our game whatsoever. So I'm going to be practicing some like good health sort of things when it comes to refined storage. So thank you for everyone's concern, by the way. That was really, really nice to see on the first episode. First episode is actually popping off, so quite happy about that. That's really good. But yeah, refined storage, I should be okay. I have used it before, and I've never really had an issue, but that's because I barely use disks, if I can help it. I always use refined storage or applied energistics, even, as an automation mod rather than a storage mod. I will make disks and stuff every so often, but I don't really like using the disks if I can help it. We're going to use like drawers and stuff as well, right? Because I know I did that previously, but it's just better for your game. So there we go. Now, the first thing we want to do when it comes to refined storage. Now, I've got flipping no storage anywhere right now. All of these are like full up and stuff. It's incredibly annoying right there. So, oh yeah, and I also need to get rid of like all of these different types of seeds. Okay, we've got a whole chest right here. I'm just going to get rid of everything that's not like edible food. Yeah, so we're going to take these ones out. I've also got an ender pearl. I actually put that in my backpack already. And pure... Oh, yeah, that's a good bit of food as well. Purely because I want to make the feeding upgrade as well. Now, what the feeding upgrade does is if you stick it in your backpack, it will feed you whatever's in your backpack. So if you've got like a load of apples, it will just eat those for you whenever you're hungry. Ridiculously good, right? So we're definitely going to need that. So to make the feeding upgrade though, let's have a look at our backpack again. We have got a carrot. We've got an ender pearl. We've got an apple. And the last thing, I swear I had some melons, but that might have been in my vanilla hardcore series that I did recently. And I'm just conflating the two together. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I turned it into a seed, but I seriously don't see it. So I think our first port of call today, well, first thing is we're going to try and find our nature's compass in all of this mess. There it is. We're going to go to a jungle and we're going to try and find some of those juicy melons. Now, before we do this, it is nighttime and I am a little bit of a wuss still. So we are going to have a bit of a sleep. Ah, nice and refreshed. There we go. Right. So I'm going to jump up here. And we are going to open up our nature's compass. This is like the MVP of the pack. It's amazing, honestly. And we're just going to type in jungle. It is flipping ages away. Fine. We are going to have to go in that direction. You know what? Before we go, I should probably charge up my jetpack again, shouldn't I? Ooh, hello. That's the other way around. Thank you. Stick it in there. And we will pop that one back on. Again, it's going into the curio slot because there's no jetpack slot. I could have sworn we had a jetpack slot. Or at least that this was a body item instead. But maybe I'm thinking of a different pack. Right, anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to head in this direction. And we can stick our jetpack on. And it will basically fling us in that direction. Obviously, we are using quite a lot of our power right there. There was a creeper right there. How far away are we now? Oh my goodness, we went like 400 blocks. Tell you what, whilst I'm on the run as well, I should mention that the whole reason I'm doing restrictions on my entire series, loads of people have suggested other restrictions. Now, the whole reason that I'm doing the ones that I'm doing is because I kind of used and abused. Well, at least bees I used and abused, right? Because I like playing with bees, and I still like playing with bees. It's just I don't want to retread old ground, as it were. So that is why we are not going to play with bees. Mystical, I've just always not liked playing with Mystical because I just find it boring. You just make the seed, and then you've got infinite of that resource, and that's just boring to me. So, yeah, that's the reason that I'm not going to play with Mystical. Also, it's like a big, like, resource generation mod, and I've used it in every single pack. I think literally every pack I've played for the past 10 years, I think. So I got bored of it, is what I'm trying to say. And finally, Applied Energistics 2. Well, we didn't have refined storage before, so I didn't even have, like, the option to play with refined storage. I probably still would have gone with AE2. It's been really, really good, like, learning AE2. I absolutely love that mod now. And because of that, I've decided that we're going to be playing with refined storage instead. But anyway, thank you for everyone's suggestion. I did mention maybe not using power because I basically didn't need to do anything else, right? I could just do one thermo and then that'll do me for power for like a good long time. And that's just, I think that's just a bit annoying, right? Because there's so many other really good power gen options in this pack. And I didn't even explore them in my previous. So I will, even though everyone voted and said that I should be using power in this playthrough, I think I'm gonna skip out on power this playthrough as well. As in for power generation, I'll obviously use it for other things. To be fair, I don't even think there's much I need to use it for other than the ATM star. Okay, we'll take the blocks of iron. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Ah, there we go. Found them. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to quickly charge the jetpack back on. I did, by the way, use the /home command. Now, I know quite a lot of, like, YouTubers and streamers and stuff, they try to hide the fact that they use that, but it's part of the pack, in my opinion. I know a lot of people think it's cheating, but personally, I think it's part of the pack, so I'm going to use it. I've already restricted myself, right, so I'm okay with doing that. Now, we need to find wherever we put our leather. That is the most annoying part right now. I swear we had like a ton of it. Ah, there we go. 9. How did you make this again? Oh, okay. You only need the one. And then you need some string, which I don't think I've got the string. Disaster. Actually, not too much of a disaster. I'm pretty sure you can... Is it a crusher that you need for this? There's a mechanism machine that I'm pretty sure... Ah, there you go. You do need a crusher. I'll tell you what, we'll make a crusher, because why the heck not, eh? Right, down in the mine, and I can just do that, and I could do that. There you go. Perfect. Right, that should be, once we grab the 2 out of here, that should be everything we need for a crusher, except for redstone. There we go. If you're wondering how I'm taking out of the chest... like one at a time right there, I'm using my scroll wheel and shift. Always a good one to do right there. So let's make ourselves a quickie crusher. But why? Crusher? I barely knew her. There we go. I'm going to stick that one right on top there. That's going to get power. And we can put all of the black wool in. And it's got a horrific sound. Now, there's a thing about mechanism machines that I should explain. I don't like to use the muffler mod on mechanism because there is, if we have a look in here, there is this thing right here, the muffling upgrade. I would rather use what they want us to use, which is the muffling upgrade right there, which is, funny enough, some wool, and then we can use some bricks or ingots or whatever we've got, right? And I think it takes 4 I think it's just a 1 nowadays, isn't it? I think you just stick 1 of these in there. I cannot remember if it used to be 4, but that might have changed. Anyway, there is a significant amount of string. And we can use this just like that. There you go. And we get ourselves a upgrade base, which is great. And I bet you they give us another one if I do this. Told you they gave you another one. I also made a storage upgrade earlier because we had over 2,000 and whatever it is, the maximum that you're allowed to have in an oak drawer. So I did use a storage upgrade on that. Oh, it's beautiful as well because it's going to stop raining as well. The rain really does like screw your frames whenever it comes. Anyway, we've done that now. We've got ourselves this part. We've got 4 of them. That's insane. Okay, we could do loads of different things with this then. But the main thing we want to do is make that feeding upgrade, which is that one, which means we need a bunch of gold, because you can just make a golden apple, just like that. It's not an enchanted golden apple, but it's a golden apple, right? So, glistering melon, which is not glistening. We had this discussion in Sky Factory 5. Glistening is different to glistering. There's a T in there. Glistering. It's weird, isn't it? Anyway, and then golden carrot, that's just some nugs. So, we do have a bunch of gold right here. I swear I've got like a bunch more gold around here somewhere as well. But we've also got some copper, so I can make myself at least one more copper ore hammer. Can you do it backwards? I've actually never tried that. You can do it backwards. Interesting. Okay. I've always done it in this way because what it looks like. Anyway, we can double it. We can stick it in like that. That's going to smelt both of those at the same time. And we are going to get ourselves, okay, a bunch of gold. There it is. Okay, well, at least with these two, we can make ourselves the carrot. And we can make ourselves the glistering melon. Let's do one of those. There we go. And we got the ender pearl. The last thing we need right now is we need to make the apple. Anyway, there we go. We can make the feeding upgrade now. That wasn't that bad. We did have to go to a jungle, but we figured out how to get to a jungle relatively easily. So there we go. Thank you. We don't need an amazing amount of it, to be fair. Thinking about it. There we go. Ooh, and there's some over here as well. Get that. There we go. Right, I think that's probably enough. Well, 16's not that much, is it? But we'll see what we can do with that. I've already got a little bit, because there was a little bit where we spawned as well. So, have a look around. A good thing to do is you could just... Ah, there it is. There you go. We got 34 right there, which is pretty good. Right, where did I put... There you go. That's what we're looking for. I think it's like that. And you stick that with it, and you get some quartz enriched iron. So just like that. Good stuff. And then you can make some machine casings, and that is just some stone, is it? We could do that. I mean, we could use andesite, which they kind of all dictionary to be the same. Machine casing. You will notice as well, there's no quest for this right now. I think I got on my episode 1. Oh, I better go and do the quests from the people that make the quests, which is really funny. Anyway, should we stop procrastinating and just crack on with this? I do need to smelt up some of my hard won quartz. Or what the heck is quartz blend? I don't know. That looks like an interesting, and you get 4 silicon out of it. I think by the way, they've all dictionaried silicons together, because there's like different types of silicon that you can get, right? Fair enough. I might actually go off and make some quartz blend. That looks like something we could do. And I think we can just chuck... Yeah, we could... Okay, I'm going to do that. I know it's extended AE, but in my opinion, it's not AE itself, is it? So... There you go, quartz dust. And then we can use the quartz dust with some coal, and we can get ourselves some quartz blend, and we can stick that through here. That's going to get 4 each. So 4 times 24. That's a lot of silicon. That's insane. I love that. Well done, extended AE. We do like a bit of extended AE, to be fair. It is a cracking mod. Anyway, there's a bunch of silicon. Oh, that's a point. We were going to try and get ourselves some slime balls, weren't we? Now, I've got a really interesting way of getting slime to begin with. And that is we're going to use Zycraft. Now, in Zycraft, there's this thing called the extractor. We're going to be using these a lot. These things can automate a bunch of things for us. Like if we want to get a bunch of andesite for some reason, which we might need to because of create. By the way, create is in this, so we will be doing some create. Yeah, there's loads of things in here which we could be getting. Obviously, the best ones are the dragon egg and the dragon's breath from the dragon head. That's a really good one to get. Oh, and we can also get flux dust, which we might actually end up doing. That is charged redstone, though, so, I don't know. Yeah, we could still do that one, couldn't we? And then, obviously, Grains of Infinity, so we can get into Ender IO. Oh, it's just so good. But the main one that we're going to use this for is, I think it's called glue. It's not called glue, is it? Resin. That's the badger. So if we have a look at resin like that, and we click on that right there, this bio resin, it looks like you just stick it on any type of log. Maybe you put, I'm not sure if you have to put a piece of leaf underneath, but it gets you some resin, and then you can put that resin into a drying basin. I'm pretty sure, where the heck did that go? No idea where that went. Okay. That's so weird that it went to place. And squid. Come here, squid. Yeah. Come back. Oh, you're going to get yourself stuck. Okay, there we go. How many do we get from that? 3. Perfect. Enrichment chamber it as well, and we can get more out of it. We're just going to get... I might actually turn the auto eject off. I don't know if you can put, like, dyes and stuff into the metallurgic infuser. I don't think you can, but just to be safe. There we go. There is the black dye. We can make ourselves a drying basin, just like that. And with the drying basin, we can... I think I'm just going to stick it there. I'm going to make ourselves one of these extractors. Now, it is kind of annoying to make this. We do need some pointed dripstone. Oh, okay. Fingers crossed we don't come across anything bad down here, but I'm just going to nick all of this if I can. Fine. There we go. Got ourselves some of the not polished, the pointed dripstone. That's the badger. That's what we wanted. Oh, I hate cave spiders. I hate them with a passion. How long are we poisoned for? We probably need to go get some milk. Just to carry on us. Why does it not tell you how long you're poisoned for? Okay, there is. Oh, there you go. All good. Whew. You can see as well, our backpack is just eating for us. Every time we regenerate. There you go. Just ate a little bit more. Tis awesome. Right, but I probably should have set this off before we went, but I'm going to take some aluminium. And I'm just going to... we should probably use our hammer, wherever that's gone. In our bag? Yeah, there it is. We don't need that much of this stuff, do we? So I'm just going to do... There you go, 16. Right. Oh, is the recipe still in this? The pistons. Cinder brick. Oh, okay. There was a recipe at one point where you could get multiple pistons out of just using aluminium instead of iron. It's really good. Right, please excuse the state of my inventory right now. We will fix that eventually. There is the piston that we are in dire need of right there. We don't want to do the fluid one because it uses more iron. Well, you can do this one instead. In fact, make 16 of them because we'll probably need them later on anyway. Now, kiwi. I've actually got some kiwi. It's right in my backpack right there. I'm so excited to get this done because, oh, it's going to be a pain. Now, resin. Do you need? It looked like you didn't. I'm gonna assume ebony logs will work, and I'm gonna assume this is gonna be ridiculously slow. Right, I'm gonna give this a one more go, and this time what we're gonna do is, so that's gonna be right there. Let's get rid of this one just for now. And I'm going to put a oak leaf above it. So we've got the oak leaf. We've got the oak log. We've got the drying basin. And there you go. That's all you needed to do. And I don't know how quick this is. Oh, it's actually really quick. That's really nice to see. I don't know how much we need in here. Probably quite a bit. How much is it? Yeah, we need a whole bucket worth. That's quite a lot, but that's fine. We'll get there. We'll get ourselves a thing of bio resin, this thing, block of resin, and then you break that down into resin balls, and then you can use that as if it's a slime ball. And we got a load of string earlier as well, so it's almost like I planned this, just like that. And then it'll fill up again, which is good. But there you go. We got ourselves some resin balls. I wasn't expecting to do it that way, if I'm honest, but I'm going to take those resin balls and we're going to instantly make them into processor binding because I know we're going to use these. And as I said, there's no quest for this right now, which is absolutely fine by me because I know they will be in eventually, right? So we need a couple of diamonds. So let's get these 5 diamonds. We don't need 5 of them. I think it's 3. You need 1 for the controller right here. So you need a raw advanced processor. You then take this raw advanced processor, you stick it through, you just smelt it up basically. We need 3 of them because you need 1 for the advanced processor right here for the controller. You need 1, you don't need it. Oh yeah, you do. There you go. You need it for the crafting grid, which is what this bit is. And then finally, you also need 1 for the disk drive. So you need 3 altogether. If you're going to use the disk drive, we are going to use it today. I'm going to bung everything into probably a 1K disk. And I'll just show you that we can combine all of the stuff we've got right here down into a 1K disk. I think that'd just be fun just to show. And then I will properly get external storages all set up and I'll show you how to use those. So we need to make 1, 2, 3. We already know that that's how many we need. Now for the grid, we need 2 of the improved processors, which is just the same thing. But we need gold with it. We need to go find our gold as well. Backpack? Nope. Ah, we had it in here, didn't we? Yeah, there we go. So, yes, we needed 2 of the gold ones. I think it's 2. Yeah, this one doesn't require any. This one requires 1. So let's do 3, just because. And whilst we're here, I might as well just set these to be smelted up. There you go. This isn't the quickest thing in the world, the iron furnace, but we can upgrade it later. Right, let's keep cracking on, as it were. Where is our iron? I think I did put it in here, didn't I? Yeah, there it is. Because the other thing is we need to make some out of iron as well. Now, if we have a look at this, for the grid, we need a destruction core and a construction core, which is glowstone with one of the basic processors, which is just iron. And we also need a destruction core, which is the nether quartz. So for that one, we are going to need 2 at least. That one doesn't require any. This one does, so we're going to make 2 more, just because. And I think that might be everything we need. Yeah, I think it might be. Blocks of quartz. Is there any way of smooshing these down? Maybe in the crusher? Have a look. No, you make smooth quartz. Oh, you can enrichment chamber though. Oh, yes, please. We'll have those. I'll get the silicon right there. I can get ourselves a controller. Always good right there. Now, the problem we've got right now is we don't have much power set up. So, this is going to look stupid, but I just want to get it, like, working, right? I'm going to stick it right there for now, the controller. This is, like, the brain of the operation. And you only need the one. You only need 1 controller. You don't need, like, millions of them, like you do with AE. It can hold everything in this single controller right here. Which is why it can get a little bit laggy. We'll talk about the lag aspect probably in the next episode. For right now, though, did I ever pick up any glowstone? I swear I probably should have. I did. There you go. There was some glowstone really close to our nether portal. I must have gone and mined it between episodes. And then what we can do is click on this one. We need some glass and we need another machine casing. And I'm going to make a destruction core. Now, later on down the line, we'll make some crafters. Which, by the way, the crafters do use the advanced processors. Right there, auto crafter. And it also uses the machine casing and the construction and stuff. But these things are really good. And you can actually upgrade them because the extra storage is in this. And you can upgrade that one to be a gold auto crafter. And then diamond. And then netherite. And netherite is the highest. You can't get the creative one in this pack. You could in previous versions. But they're just too good. As in, they are too quick for the game. Which is why it lags sometimes. There it is. And we can make ourselves a quickie grid, just like that. I can make myself a crafting table, and we can make a crafting grid. Now, before we do that, I do want to show you that the grid, if you place it down against the controller, it actually just acts like access to the storage that is connected to the controller. Currently, we don't have anything connected to the controller. In fact, I'm not going to upgrade this to a crafting grid until after we've got ourselves a disk drive. And with that, what we can do is just quickly make one of the machine casings. Again, you need 3 machine casings, basically, every time you do this. 3 machine casings and 3 advanced processors. So we could do the disk drive, just like that. And we should probably make a disk as well. Yeah, storage part. There you go. Oh, you don't even need one of those. Okay, you just need redstone. Did I use all my redstone just now? Right, there you go. I spent literally like 2 seconds in the mine and I found some. So now what we can do with this is we can make ourselves a 1K storage disk. Oh, that's good that we actually went and got more because we need it for this as well. So, oh, okay. We need a bit more glass. I used all my glass, didn't I? Oh, no, there it is. And do we need more iron? Or no, we need more of this iron, don't we? Okie dokie. Let's try this. There you go. So the whole reason I did this, by the way, is because we could do something like that. That is not actually connected right now. I'll put the disk in anyway. And if we put the grid right there, you can see it is a regular grid. And we can just stick a bunch of items in there. Just like that. Now, we don't want to do that. That's a bit boring, isn't it? It's just a big chest at that point. So, what we want to do is we want to add a crafting table and an advanced processor. And you get this new handy-dandy crafting grid. And it's got a little crafting area. Now, what is lovely about this, and I always say this whenever we get to this point, it is almost like... Grab all of these items and we just lob them in like that. This right here is almost like you've just finished that big project at school and you are closing all the tabs. You are able to stick all of the random crap that you've got, all of the gubbins that is out and about. And you can just chuck it into the refined storage system. Right, there you go. With that, we can make ourselves the quartz enriched and we can make that 4K. Ah, that's another thing. We need to do synchronization, JEI 2-way. So you see that? Discman is what I put in there. So if I do, what was it? 4K, like that. It will put it in the crafting grid and it will put it in JEI. So that just makes it a bit more useful. I can do one of those. Lovely stuff. Pop that there. What was that 4K? What are these things? That's storage blocks. Yeah. Yeah, so these are basically like, this storage block is a 1 item storage area, but why would you do that when you've got access to storage drawers, which with maximum upgrades in it can hold a max int worth of items. I've never really used these, if I'm honest, and I probably won't use them in this pack either. Oh yeah, I forgot about the bio-resin. We should probably do something automated right there to pull those out. I think a hopper would work. Right. Quickie, hopper, and a barrel. There we go. And I'm pretty sure you can use the hopper right here. Fingers crossed we could do that. You're a full block, though. Oh, no, you're not. Oh, perfect. There we go. That work? It did work. That is cracking right there. I like that. Good stuff. We now have a little... slime farm. That was a super easy slime farm. I'm glad about that. Cool. Right. Well, I think this might be all we've got time for today. I think next episode, the plan will be for us to get some flux networks. I also might rejigger the base a little bit between episodes. I'm gonna do something to it so it's not as drab. I don't really like using cobblestone, if I'm honest. So we're gonna maybe spruce it up a little bit. Oh, if we find spruce, that'd be great. But yeah, anyway. For now, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.